focusing on getting our last details lined up, you can kind of puzzle over that. Also, another puzzle that you'll see is when you've been looking at the backdrop. There are 2 playing cards on this side, and 2 playing cards on this side, and that is another sort of puzzle. It's kind of mathematical relationships you can put these various puzzles into. And so look closely at the numbers represented, and let's see what you have to say afterwards. You won't be allowed to leave, or you won't be allowed to have a refreshment unless you create something. Think of anything else? Oh yeah, just so you know, the whole play is about puzzles, and each presents some kind of puzzle. So pay close attention and see if you can figure out what sure we've got all the lights here.
May I sit there just for a moment?
Yeah.
Is someone else going to sit here during the play?
Yeah, but it's okay.
All right, well, I can sit right here. No, it's fine. I'm just trying to videotape the play. When they get off that chair, put this stuff back on. No. Because... Okay, this is too close.
See if it saved her number.
I think it is, yes. Because just because.
Can you open this so I can see?
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, unless the action is off right there.
Can I just show you how you want to do it? You just follow Kenda.
Nice of you to come to me.
If all you need to see is the middle.
Just follow Kenda around, okay? Kenda's gonna go on that side of the stage. Okay. That side of the stage.
I really must learn to avoid those rabbit holes. Oh, hello. Don't I know you?
Oh, yes, I suppose you do, but, haven't time to chat now. Must be on my way. I'm late, very late.
Well, shouldn't you be going then?
Going where?
Going on your way to your appointment.
Going there? Oh, heavens, no.
Won't that make you even later?
Oh, bother, I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. I thought I had left you behind.
No, you hadn't.
And I'm still winning.
Winning? Winning what?
Why, the race, of course.
Race? But the two of you don't seem to be going anywhere. What are you racing for?
For second place.
And he's winning.
But you can't race for second place.
Well, we can't very well race for third place because there are only 2 of us.
No. What I meant was the two of you should be racing to become in first.
Oh, child, don't say that. What a dreadful thought.
Yes, perfectly dreadful.
But why? Where are you racing to?
To the Queen of Hearts Palace. And I really must be on my way.
Me too.
Oh dear, you two are getting my head all in a muddle. Please explain what's going on.
Oh, all right. But we can only spare a moment.
Go on.
You see, the Queen of Hearts asked the two of us to bake her some raspberry tarts.
And that's where you're racing with those tarts right now.
Yes, racing to arrive second.
But why wouldn't you want to arrive first?
Because the one who arrives first will have to deliver his tarts to the Queen.
Well, of course.
But don't you see, the Queen would then take the tarts,
And taste the tarts.
and then she would bellow,
Who made these tarts?
and when she learned who made them, she'll shout,
Off with his head!
but now I really must be going. And that will be the end of, well, the end of one of us.
And what will happen to the other one and his tarts?
Once the queen starts offing people's heads, she's likely to forget all about the other tarts.
But why would your tarts upset her so much? Aren't your tarts any good?
Good, they're delicious.
But not to the Queen, she doesn't like anyone's tarts.
Except for,
So whoever wins the race
Whoever loses the race.
by arriving first.
also loses his head.
Exactly. But now I really must be going. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You know, you two aren't making much progress. What if neither of you shows up at the Queen's palace?
She'll have both our heads off.
Oh, this is terrible. Why did we ever agree to bake these tarts for the Queen?
She didn't ask us, she ordered us. And by the way, those are my tarts. You just picked up.
Oh, what does it matter whose tarts they are?
Wait a moment. Perhaps it does matter whose tarts they are.
What do you mean?
Well, suppose you delivered those tarts to the Queen. What would happen?
Just as we said before, the Queen would then take these tarts and taste these tarts and shout,
Off with his head! And when she finds out who made them, she'll yell,
off with his head. Off with his head. Oh, goodbye.
Hey, where's he going?
To the Queen's.
But he's got my tarts. Uh-oh.
You better run.
Quite goodbye.
Shall I get home?
No, can I get that?
That's not over.
I'm all turned around.
Yes, that's what happens when you spin.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
No, what I meant to say was, I beg your pardon.
Why are you begging for mine? Have you lost your own? I haven't seen it.
Actually, I haven't lost my pardon. I've lost my way.
Well, I haven't seen that either.
Dear, it's not exactly what I meant.
Then say what you mean and get to the point.
Could you help me, please?
Well, of course I could help you. Whether I will remains to be seen.
You see, I'm trying to find my way home, but I'm not exactly sure how to get back.
That's easy.
Really? What do I do?
So we go forward, but in the opposite direction.
But I don't think I can walk back that way.
Then you'll either have to swim or fly.
No, I mean, I fell down a rabbit hole. I don't think I can return that way.
No, I suppose not.
Perhaps there's another rabbit hole nearby that isn't so hard to climb.
Perhaps.
Do you know where I might find another rabbit hole?
You might find a rabbit hole anywhere you look.
Really?
Yes, but there are very few places in which you are likely to find a rabbit hole.
What places are those?
Places where they actually are.
See, if only I had asked the white rabbit when I saw him last.
Yes, if you'd asked a rabbit about rabbit holes, he wouldn't be wasting my time.
He said he was going to the Queen Heart's palace. I'm no longer sure where that is.
Pardon my interruption, but do you see that little hillock in the distance?
Yes.
And far beyond that, the flag-topped parapets of the castle, rising above the royal fruit orchard?
Yes.
That's the Queen's Palace.
And what's the best way to get there?
Isn't that obvious by now? Simply go backwards, but in the opposite direction. She's not a very bright child.
Actually, I wouldn't bother if I were you.
Why is that?
Because you can't get there at all. It's impossible.
Impossible, but why?
Let me explain. Look again. You can see the Queen's Palace far over in the distance,
Yes.
in the little hill I pointed out earlier.
Yeah.
About how far away would you say the hill is compared to the palace?
About halfway.
Precisely. Now, in order for you to travel to the Queen's Palace, you must travel halfway there, namely that little hill.
Of course.
And before you can travel to the hill, you must travel to a point halfway between here and the hill. Say,
That ancient oak.
yes, that ancient oak.
That seems simple enough.
Don't be too hasty. Before reaching the Queen's Palace, before reaching the ancient oak, you must travel to the point halfway between here and the oak. Say,
The patch of clover.
and before that, halfway, and before that,
That large rock.
and so on.
Oh.
So you see, no matter where you wish to travel, you must first get halfway there. And each halfway can be divided into smaller and smaller halfways. In fact, an infinite number of them.
My, that's an awful lot.
Just think about it. An infinite number of halfways to cross before you could ever reach the Queen's Palace. Why? It's hardly worth really trying.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
That's very puzzling. Perhaps I'll ask the White Rabbit what he thinks. Goodbye.
Wait, where does she think she's going?
Impudent child.
Okay, you hold it. That takes you much. I know.
You need to stand for that.
Oh, look, it's cute. Oh, look, it's cute. La la la. Same change.
No, I didn't.
No, you had it. No, you had
Ah, perhaps this young lady can help.
Me? Help? What seems to be the problem?
It would seem we have an extra egg.
But there's only one of you.
I am not the egg in question.
I see.
You see, just now we're enjoying a little party, and we sent Clement to be party favorites. And after everyone took an egg, there was still one remaining in the basket.
Imagine turning up one's own nose at an egg. I was deeply offended.
So you each took an egg, but there's still one in the basket.
Yes, that's a puzzle of it. If each of us took one egg, and each of us did take an egg, then how can there possibly be one egg remaining?
How many eggs were in the basket originally?
4.
And of course, there are 4 of you.
Yes.
There's still one egg in the basket. Perhaps if you show me what happened before, I'll understand.
Am I to be insulted again?
Oh dear, I'm sure no one wishes to insult you. All right, each of you, take an egg.
This one is mine. This egg is mine. This one is mine.
And I shall take the last egg. And look, again, somebody's left an egg in the basket. I've never been so offended in my life.
But you took the basket. Of course I did. It's my basket. And where is your egg? In the basket, right next to the egg no one took. See? Oh dear, my egg! It's vanished!
Your egg hasn't vanished. That's your egg.
My egg?
Of course. Why didn't we see that before? He was so busy being insulted, we didn't even bother to look. Stop the party. Let's go. There, have an egg.
Well, now I really am insulted. Enjoy your party.
That's funny. Really funny. Hello.
Oh my, you startled me. You were just standing there like statues.
We're not statues. No, we're not statues. Wait, we're not? What are we then? I don't know, but we're definitely not statues. Well, that still leaves a lot of other things we could be. Yes, but we're not statues. That's one less thing we could be.
Well, I can clearly see that you two are twins.
No, we're not twins. Definitely not twins. That's two things we're not, statues or twins. We've narrowed it down quite a lot already.
So, you two are not twins? But you look so much alike.
Yes, we do. I get my looks from his mom. And I get my looks from his mom.
How can you get your looks from each other's mothers?
Because his mother is my mother. And my mother is his mother.
But that means you have the same mother.
Yes?
But you're not twins.
No, we are not twins.
Then you must be brothers.
Oh yes, we are definitely brothers. I am Tweedledee. And I am Tweedledum. We are indeed brothers.
So which of you is older?
We're not exactly sure. We were born very close together. The very same hour of the very same day. And his mother is my mother. And my mother is his mother.
But then you must be twins.
Nope. Nope.
So you two are brothers.
Yep.
Born on the same hour,
Yep.
the very same day,
Uh-huh.
to the same mother.
Yes.
How can you not be twins?
Because we're triplets. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Tweedledummer.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Well, now that you've met us all, won't you stay for tea and sandwiches?
Really, I would love to, but I'm in a rush right now. I'm trying to find the Queen of Hearts Palace. Can you tell me which path I should take?
That one. That one.
Yes, they both look lovely. But which is the correct path to the Queen's Palace?
The one that won't get you hopelessly lost.
That seems sensible. Which path will not get me hopelessly lost?
That one. That one.
I don't understand. Do they both lead to the Queen's Palace?
Oh no, one of my brothers is lying to you.
Lying to me? Why would either of them do that?
Because they like you.
Lying seems an odd way to show it.
Well, yes, but if you begin hopelessly confused, you'll just give up and stay. For tea and sandwiches.
Really, I am sorry, but my friend the White Rabbit went on ahead of me, and now I'm afraid he might just be ahead.
Oh, I see.
Could you tell me which path I should take?
I can never really remember the correct one.
Well, could you tell me which of your brothers is lying?
I'm afraid I don't know that either. They're the only know who knows who's lying.
Perhaps if I ask them just one more time.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
You've already asked them twice. After either of them answers the third question, they'll clam up completely. This is for tea and sandwiches.
So you mean I can only ask them one more question
Uh-huh.
without knowing who's lying?
Yes,
And of course, they'll both point me in opposite directions.
I'm afraid so.
And if I choose wrong, I might become hopelessly lost, which would be very bothersome indeed.
Yes, it would be.
So I must think of a single question to ask them, and no matter which of them answers, the answer will allow me to choose the correct path.
Yes, I'm afraid it's hopeless.
Actually, it's not at all hopeless.
But it must be.
But it's not. Just watch. Tweedledee, which path would Tweedledum tell me to take to the Queen's Palace?
He would say to go that way.
All right, I shall go the other way then. Bye.
Wait.
What?
What if Tweedledee is lying?
Doesn't matter if he's lying because now I know which way to go.
How?
Well, say Tweedledee is telling the truth,
Okay.
which means that Tweedledum is the liar.
Right.
So Tweedledee knows that Tweedledum would tell me the wrong way to go. But Tweedledee would tell me truthfully that that is the path the liar would tell me to take. Naturally, I'll go the opposite direction.
But you don't know that Tweedledee's telling the truth. If he's a liar, he'll choose the wrong way to go.
Not at all.
I don't get it.
Well, if the situation were switched, Tweedledee, the liar, would know that Tweedledum, the truth teller, would tell me the correct path to take. But he would lie about the true direction. Once again, I can choose the opposite direction.
I'm not convinced.
Well, I've used up my 3 questions, but you haven't. Ask your other brother, Tweedledum, which path would Tweedledee tell me to take to the Queen's palace?
Okay. Tweedledum, which path will Tweedledee tell her to take to the Queen's palace? He would say that that is the way to go to the Queen's palace.
See, same answer as the other one. You all have been lovely, but I'll be going now. Enjoy your tea and sandwiches. Bye.
I almost forgot. The tea and sandwiches. Let's eat. I'm starved. We can't. Tweedledee ate all the sandwiches. No, I didn't. Tweedledum ate them. I did not eat the sandwiches. You did. You're fine. Come now, you're late.
Late? What am I late for?
Never mind that now, just hurry up. Here she is at last.
She's late.
Yes, I know.
What happened to you? You should have been here hours ago.
Hours ago?
Well, hours or minutes, I can't remember. What time did your invitation say?
Invitation? I've no idea what the invitation said.
Well, no wonder you're late. You didn't bother to read the invitation.
But how could I read it?
Didn't bother reading the invitation? How rude.
How could I read it? I never got one.
Did you send her an invitation?
Of course not.
Why not?
Well, if she didn't bother reading the invitation I did not send, she's not very likely to read one if I did send one.
I see your point.
I don't.
Why not send her an invitation now? That way we'll make sure she reads it.
Good idea. Bill, bring this girl a party invitation.
I have it right here. Aren't you going to open it?
What does it say?
Please attend our puzzle party. Arrive promptly at 3. RSVP.
Well,
Well, what?
do you plan to attend?
What do you mean do I plan to attend?
The invitation does say RSVP.
I'm already here.
Late, of course.
How many other guests will there be?
Other what?
Other guests.
I don't know. They haven't shown up yet.
How many invitations did you send out?
Just the one. Yes.
But how do you know who's coming?
Have you no sense of etiquette? RSVP. It's right there on the invitation.
But people can't come until they actually get here.
Which means that everyone who says they will be here will actually show up.
I'm still puzzled.
Of course you are. It's a puzzle party. Now, shall we get started? We need hats. Party hats.
Well, sorry, actually, I've got to be going.
Going where?
Going to the Queen's Palace.
But you've only just arrived.
What's more, you can't leave.
Can't leave.
Not until you solve one of my puzzles.
That was one of the conditions you agreed to when you accepted the invitation.
Conditions? I never saw any conditions.
Phil, did you read our party guest list of conditions?
I think the Dormouse has them.
Wake him.
Wake up. All you do is lie about. I was just resting until nap time.
Do you have a list of conditions?
Conditions? What conditions?
The conditions for the party guests.
Oh, that. I was used to it as a pillow. It doesn't make a very good pillow. I tried to make a feather pillow. It didn't help.
Well, what does it say?
All conditions here listed are binding all guests in attendance.
What does it say about departing guests? Here, I'll find it. Guests must extinguish flaming hyenas with extreme haste. No, that's not it. Jelly beans that have been removed from the nostrils must be... No. All guests must solve at least one puzzle prior to leaving the party. There, you see?
Well, I suppose I should not break an agreement.
Of course you shouldn't.
Now, let's get this party started. We need hats, party hats. Could you lend me a hand, please?
I hope this doesn't take too long.
Me too. We have a trial to go to. A trial? What are we accused of?
We're not accused of anything. We have to serve on the jury.
Again? Who's the queen bee heading this time?
Some girl named Alice.
Alice, that's me!
Here we are, 5 party hats, 3 white hats and 2 black hats. That's one for each of us.
Actually, we have 2 hats too many. I don't need a hat, and you're already wearing one.
Quite right. So, who would like to solve the first puzzle?
Well, it seems now that we all had to leave. Dora must have a trial to attend.
And she has a head to lose.
Well, I guess that doesn't leave you much time. You should probably wear your party hat while you still have a head to wear it on.
Can we do all 3 puzzles at once?
Well, 3 puzzles at once. Capital idea. I like it.
And if one of us solves it, all 3 of us can leave.
Why not?
You're being awfully easy on them, aren't you?
Don't worry, they'll never solve this puzzle. Now the 3 of you sit here. Just so. Duchess, did you find the blindfolds?
Yes, I did.
Could you put them on our guest, please?
Sure. Blindfolds? Wonderful. I'll just catch a few inches before the trial.
You will not. Now stay awake and pay attention.
And now I will give each of you a hat. I will give each of you a moment to think it over. All right, here's the puzzle. None of you will be able to see the color of the hat that you are wearing. When I remove the blindfold, you must correctly tell me the color of your own hat. You may not ask the others for hints or information. If you say anything at all, it must be the color of your own hat.
So there are 2 black hats and 3 white hats.
That's correct.
What do we do with the other 2 hats?
I've hidden them.
So I'll be able to see Alice's and the Dormouse's hat, but not my own.
That's correct.
And I'll be able to see Alice's hat, but neither mine nor Bill's.
Yes,
And I'll be able to see no one's hat.
that's right.
What if we guess wrong?
Then you'll have to stay at the party until you solve another puzzle.
And you'll be late to the Queen's Court. You'll probably win all 3 of your heads in that case.
In other words, Mr. Dormouse, speak only if you're absolutely sure of your hat's color.
Shall I remove your blindfolds?
Yes.
And can you please make sure the Dormouse hasn't fallen asleep?
Certainly.
What's that?
I will give each of you a moment to think it over. Now, Bill, do you know the color of your hat? Dormouse, do you know the color of your hat? And what about you, Miss Alice?
She didn't see anything. How could she possibly know the color of her own hat?
Oh, but I do. It's white. You all have been lovely, but I'll be leaving now.
Wait! She didn't solve the puzzle. She just made a lucky guess.
No, not at all.
Then how did you know that your hat was white?
I knew my hat color because they didn't know theirs.
Now I'm puzzled.
Of course you are. It's a puzzle party. Well, I'd like to know how you figured it out.
So would I.
All right then. Dormouse, if you had seen that Dormouse and I were both wearing black hats, what color would your hat have been?
White.
And how would you know?
Because the hatter shows 2 black hats and 3 white hats. 2 black hats for the 2 of you would mean 1 white hat for me.
Exactly. And Dormouse?
What?
When you realized that Bill didn't know his own hat color,
I knew that he couldn't be looking at 2 black hats.
which means that there had to have been at least 1 white hat. And if mine had been a black hat, then you would have known that yours was white.
Right.
And since you didn't know, it must mean you must have been looking at a white hat, and that white hat was my hat.
Impressive.
Thank you. But I'll be leaving now.
No. Mama, here's that headband back.
Off with her head!
Your Highness, you can't behead her yet. Why not? I'm the decider, and I will decide when to behead someone. But she's not even here. Then bring her. Bring the girl.
Silence, Your Majesties.
Off with her head.
But Your Highness, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm innocent.
I'm not concerned whether you're innocent or guilty. My only concern is making sure her head is removed. Your Highness, if you wish to have her beheaded, she must be charged with the crime and put on trial. What a waste of time. They've notified the prosecuting and defense attorneys there to report to court immediately.
Yes, Your Majesty. It's you. You made it. But where's our chair?
Oh, he's in the jury box.
Did the queen like the tarts then?
Oh, I don't know. When she heard that you'd be coming to be beheaded, she postponed the tasting.
See. Prosecutor, what are the charges against this girl?
Murder, Your Highness.
Murder. If there's a crime worthy beheading, off with her.
Your Highness, please be patient. Let's